Hi Sam. I hope you're ready for another exciting word today.
Hi Alex. Absolutely, I can't wait. What's the word?
Today, we're learning,
Unterschiedlich.
which means different.
Different? That sounds simple enough.
It is simple, but it's also interesting.
Unterschiedlich.
Can describe things that are not the same, and it's often used to compare two or more things. The most common meaning is just different, but be careful because it can sometimes confuse English speakers since it's similar to unusual.
Oh, I see. So we should remember that it's about differences and not something strange.
Exactly. Now, let's dive into some grammar.
Unterschiedlich.
Is an adjective, and it does not have a plural form since it describes nouns. For example, you can say,
Die Meinungen sind unterschiedlich.
which means the opinions are different.
So it describes something that can be plural, like opinions or types.
Right. You could also use it in the comparative form, which is,
Unterschiedlicher.
and the superlative is.
Am unterschiedlichsten.
For example,
Heute sind die Meinungen noch unterschiedlicher als gestern.
means today the opinions are even more different than yesterday.
That's cool. And how do I use it in sentences?
In the past tense, you might say,
Die Meinungen waren unterschiedlich.
for the opinions were different. In perfect, you would say,
Die Meinungen sind unterschiedlich gewesen.
which translates to the opinions have been different.
I see how it works.
Now, let's talk about where.
Unterschiedlich.
Comes from. The word has roots in Middle High German, with
Unter.
meaning under or between, and
Schied.
meaning to separate. So, it essentially means separate between.
That's fascinating. I didn't know it had such a historical background.
Yes, it's quite interesting how words evolve. Now, let's break it down. The prefix
Unter.
means under or among, while
Schied.
comes from the verb,
Scheiden.
which means to separate. Together, they convey the idea of separating differences.
So it's like assembling Lego blocks. That makes sense.
Exactly. Now, let's look at some similar words. First, we have,
Unterschied.
which means difference. Breaking it down,
Unter.
means under, and
Schied.
means division. Then there's,
Unterschiedlich.
which we just learned.
Got it. What else?
There's also,
Unterschiedslos.
Meaning indistinguishable, where.
los,
Indicates without. Another is.
unterscheiden,
Which means to distinguish. You can see the same prefix there.
That's a good pattern. What about some more?
Sure. We have.
unterbrochen,
Meaning interrupted, and.
unterstützen,
Meaning to support. And if we look at suffixes, there's.
Lichkeit,
In words like.
Unterschiedlichkeit,
Meaning difference as a noun.
So many connections.
Now, let's practice with some real-life situations. Imagine you're discussing opinions with friends. You could start with.
die Meinungen sind unterschiedlich. Wir haben unterschiedliche Ansichten.
Okay, let me try.
Die Meinungen sind unterschiedlich.
Perfect.
What about?
Wir haben unterschiedliche Ansichten.
Excellent. Now, let's think about a work context. You might say.
Die Lösungen sind unterschiedlich.
Meaning, the solutions are different.
I'll give it a shot.
Die Lösungen sind unterschiedlich.
Great. And one more situation could be when you're traveling. You could say.
Die Kulturen sind unterschiedlich.
Which means, the cultures are different.
Okay, here goes.
Die Kulturen sind unterschiedlich.
Nicely done. Now, let's talk about gender memory hints.
Unterschiedlichkeit.
Is feminine, so you can remember it with the ending.
Keit.
Which is a common feminine ending in German.
That's a helpful tip.
Also, this word is generally neutral and can be used in both formal and informal settings. Some typical collocations include.
Unterschiedliche Meinungen. Unterschiedliche Ansichten.
And.
Unterschiedliche Lösungen.
Be careful not to confuse it with.
Ungewöhnlich.
Which means unusual.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now, let's see if you can recall what we learned. First question, what does
Unterschiedlich.
mean?
It means different.
Correct. Second question, what is the comparative form?
Unterschiedlicher.
Yes. Third question, can you give me a sentence using
Unterschiedlich.
in the past tense?
Die Meinungen waren unterschiedlich.
Excellent. Fourth question, what does the prefix
Unter.
mean?
Under or among.
Right. Last question, what is the feminine noun form of
Unterschiedlich.
Unterschiedlichkeit.
Spot on. You did fantastic today, Sam. The key takeaway is that
Unterschiedlich.
helps you express differences in various contexts.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed learning this word.
Keep practicing, and I can't wait to see you use it.